pages, I'm really glad you're here. If you're the kind of person who loves uncovering wild, weird, and wonderful moments from history, you're gonna feel right at home. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and maybe leave a little comment below. I read them all. Alright, now let's get into today's story because this one is electric. What if I told you that the way your home is powered today started with a feud? Not just any feud, one that involved electric shocks, public stunts, and two of the greatest inventors the world has ever known, Edison versus Tesla. This is the story of how their fight for electrical supremacy changed the course of history. This wasn't just about better gadgets or brighter bulbs. It was a clash of ideologies, business empires, and science itself. Their war decided how we live, how we work, and how energy flows through our modern world. Born in 1847 in Ohio, Edison was a curious child who struggled in traditional schools. After just 3 months, he left formal education behind. His mother homeschooled him, and he developed a love for reading and experimenting. By age 12, he was selling newspapers and experimenting with telegraph equipment. His big break came in 1879, when he developed a commercially viable version of the incandescent light bulb. But Edison wasn't satisfied with just inventing the bulb. He wanted to build the entire infrastructure to power it. He launched the direct current or DC system, which involved setting up power stations that supplied electricity in a single direction. DC power was stable and could be controlled easily, but it had one major limitation: it couldn't travel far. Cities relying on DC needed multiple small stations scattered around. As urban areas expanded, this became impractical. Nikola Tesla was born in 1856 in modern-day Croatia. A brilliant thinker from a young age, Tesla was known for visualizing complex machines in his mind before ever drawing them. After studying engineering in Europe, he arrived in the US in 1884 with a letter of introduction and a head full of revolutionary ideas. He briefly worked for Edison but quickly grew disillusioned. Tesla had invented the alternating current (AC) system, which could send electricity long distances using transformers. Unlike DC, AC reversed direction dozens of times per second, dramatically reducing energy loss. Edison dismissed Tesla's ideas as dangerous nonsense. Frustrated, Tesla left and found a like-minded partner in George Westinghouse, an entrepreneur who immediately saw the promise of AC and funded Tesla's work. Together, they aimed to electrify the country, more efficiently and more affordably. Edison wasn't going down without a fight. He launched a public smear campaign against AC, claiming it was deadly. He staged gruesome public demonstrations electrocuting animals using AC, attempting to link it with death and danger. To make matters worse, he supported using AC in the first electric chair, further tarnishing its image. But Tesla and Westinghouse focused on performance and affordability. AC systems required fewer power plants and were more scalable. Despite Edison's aggressive tactics, AC began to win public trust. Cities like Chicago and Boston adopted it. The press covered the feud with gusto, dubbing it the War of the Currents. In 1895, they completed the Niagara Falls power project, the world's first large-scale hydroelectric AC plant. The system transmitted electricity over 20 miles to Buffalo, New York, a feat never before accomplished on that scale. It was hailed as a triumph of science and vision. Headlines read, "Electricity from waterfall lights up Buffalo." The success of Niagara made AC the de facto standard. Edison's DC networks were quickly outpaced and eventually replaced. The age of Tesla had arrived. But victory came with a cost. While Tesla's ideas triumphed, he wasn't driven by wealth. He tore up lucrative royalty contracts to help Westinghouse avoid bankruptcy. In doing so, he gave up what would have been a multi-billion-dollar fortune. Tesla spent his later years alone, increasingly eccentric and forgotten by the public. He died in 1943, feeding pigeons from a modest hotel room in New York. Edison, in contrast, remained a business icon. His ventures laid the groundwork for General Electric, one of the most powerful corporations in history. He passed away in 1931, wealthy and celebrated. Their rivalry was never just black and white. It was a story of dreams versus pragmatism, idealism versus industry. Thanks for watching Dusty Pages. If you enjoyed this dive into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you won't miss the next chapter. Until then, stay curious.